Hey there, movie fans. Today on Starstruck TV, we're diving into one of the most anticipated action films of recent years, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. This eighth installment is set to deliver heart-stopping action, emotional stakes, and of course, Tom Cruise's jaw-dropping stunts. If you thought Ethan Hunt had faced it all, think again. Let's break down everything we know so far about this explosive finale. Release date. First, mark your calendars. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning is scheduled to hit theaters on May 23, 2025. This marks nearly 29 years since the original Mission Impossible debuted in 1996, making this one of the longest-running action franchises in Hollywood. The movie has faced numerous delays. Originally slated for a June 2024 release, production challenges, including global strikes in 2023 and logistical setbacks, pushed the timeline. But fans agree it'll be worth the wait, especially with Tom Cruise back at the helm as Ethan Hunt, for what many speculate might be his final outing as the iconic IMF agent. What's the title about? You might have noticed a title change. Initially announced as Mission Impossible: Dead Reckoning Part 2, the subtitle was updated to The Final Reckoning in late 2024. This change signifies that the stakes have never been higher for Ethan and his team. As the title suggests, the movie promises a climactic reckoning that could potentially bring Ethan's incredible journey to a close. The plot. What we know so far. While much of the plot is under wraps, some details have trickled out. The story picks up where Dead Reckoning Part 1 left off, with Ethan and his team on a mission to stop a rogue AI system known as the Entity. In Part 1, we saw the team lose critical ground as one of Ethan's closest allies was tragically killed. Now, they're in a desperate race against time to prevent global catastrophe. A major focal point in the Final Reckoning will be a Russian submarine, the Sevastopol, which holds a key to the Entity's chamber. Several nations are vying for control of this dangerous AI, putting Ethan and his team in the crossfire of global espionage and high-tech warfare. Another intriguing element is the emotional depth we'll see from Ethan. The film will reportedly explore the fallout from Gabriel's S.I. Morales' shocking actions in Part 1, including the murder of Marie, played by Mariela Garriga. This will not only test Ethan's resolve, but also bring his personal losses to the forefront. Stunts and filming locations. Now, what's a Mission Impossible movie without insane stunts? Tom Cruise is once again raising the bar. During filming, Cruise was spotted performing a daring stunt involving an airborne biplane in England. Imagine holding on to the wings of an inverted plane mid-flight. Yes, he did that. These scenes promise to outdo even the most jaw-dropping moments of the previous films. Filming took place across stunning locations, including the UK, Malta, Norway, South Africa, and Italy. One highlight was aboard the aircraft carrier USS George H.W. Bush, which promises a cinematic set piece involving high seas action. Despite interruptions during the 2023 SAG-AFTRA strike, production resumed in 2024, wrapping up just in time for the film to enter post-production in November. Returning cast. The cast is packed with both familiar faces and exciting additions. Of course, Tom Cruise returns as Ethan Hunt, leading the IMF team with his trademark intensity. He's joined by Simon Pegg as the tech-savvy Benji Dunn, Ving Rhames as the loyal Luther Stickle, and Vanessa Kirby as the enigmatic White Widow. S.I. Morales also reprises his role as Gabriel, bringing a chilling presence as the antagonist. Fan favorite Henry Czerny is back as Kittredge, the former IMF director, marking a nostalgic callback to the 1996 original film. Pom Klementieff, who played the deadly assassin Paris, also makes a return despite her character's injuries in Part 1. The cast list keeps growing with the addition of Hannah Waddingham from Ted Lasso and the legendary Angela Bassett, reprising her role as CIA Director Erica Sloan. What about new characters? Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning isn't just relying on its beloved cast. It's introducing several intriguing new faces. Hannah Waddingham, best known as Rebecca from Ted Lasso, is joining the IMF universe in a yet-to-be-revealed role. Speculation suggests she could be a high-ranking IMF official or even an adversary. Considering her powerhouse performances, we can expect her to make a huge impact. Another exciting addition is Holt McCallany from Mindhunter, who's rumored to play a U.S. Navy officer tied to the film's submarine storyline. His involvement hints at military-grade conflict, playing a major role in the movie's climactic moments. Then there's Angela Bassett. Returning as CIA Director Erica Sloan, her character's power struggle with Ethan's team is expected to escalate. She's known for playing strong, commanding roles, and the final reckoning will undoubtedly showcase her at her best. With these stellar additions, the stakes and the performances are going through the roof. Behind-the-scenes challenges. Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning had a production journey that's almost as action-packed as the movies themselves. First, the pandemic caused delays for Dead Reckoning Part 1, which naturally pushed back work on Part 2. By the time filming began in 2022, Tom Cruise and director Christopher McQuarrie were juggling massive stunts and tricky shooting schedules across multiple countries. Then came the 2023 Hollywood strikes, which halted production for months. Actors and writers rallied for fair pay and better working conditions, temporarily pausing all filming. Thankfully, Cruise and McQuarrie remained committed, ensuring the movie met its creative standards despite these setbacks. The legacy of the franchise. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate how far the Mission Impossible series has come. From Brian De Palma's sleek, cerebral spy thriller in 1996 to the adrenaline-fueled epics directed by Christopher McQuarrie, the franchise has continually raised the bar for action films. Each installment has managed to outdo the last, from scaling the Burj Khalifa to skydiving at 25,000 feet. What makes this series special is its ability to blend practical stunts with compelling storytelling. Unlike other franchises that rely heavily on CGI, Mission Impossible keeps things grounded, literally, in Cruise's case, as he hangs off planes and leaps off cliffs. The Final Reckoning will undoubtedly honor this legacy, delivering the kind of action-packed spectacle fans have come to expect. So, there you have it, everything we know so far about Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning. This film promises to be a thrilling, emotional, and action-packed finale to one of cinema's greatest franchises. What are you most excited about? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're as pumped for this movie as we are, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications.